Hi. You're about to watch a Sam Hyde Show interview with Tyler Oliveira. Now, Tyler recently got into a little bit of a tizzy, you might call it. He's a tizzy-centric gentleman. He's always getting into tizzies here and there, this time with the Jews. Now, this interview, for context, was filmed several weeks ago, so that topic doesn't come up. If you want to support Tyler, make sure you go to tylerraw.com. That's tylerraw.com? Is that the website? tylerraw.com. That's a domain right there. Tyler Raw. So yeah, anyway, we had a good interview, but it was a few weeks ago when Indians were more sort of the flavor of the week. But if you want to support Tyler, go to tylerraw.com.
Powered by diesel fumes and personal vendettas, streaming from the back of a surveillance ice cream truck, you are tuned to The Sam Hyde Show. Prepare yourself for a roommate dispute that required NATO intervention, the 7-Eleven cashier who knows your middle name, and a prayer circle interrupted by interdimensional flurries. And now, your host, the only civilian to be flagged as strategically unpredictable,
sense the vibes
Sam Hyde.
Vibes will be good.
No, they're not.
Why not?
So I'm in a bad mood. I'm just introspective today.
Really?
A little bit, yeah.
I feel you've had a pretty impressive, prolific, 2-decade-long career fighting against censorship, deplatforming. I'm impressed.
That's very nice of you.
You have a very riddled, colored history. It's tough to keep track of all the lore, but
a very nice guy.
I'm surprised you're on YouTube right now. It's impressive, yeah.
Don't compliment me. I'm not built for that. Guys, welcome back to the Sam Hyde Show. We got our tart green apples. Don't worry, we're going to edit this part out. We're going to make this... By the time the editors are done with this, the show is going to be flying, all right? Hold on a second. What do you think, Luke? Guys, we're here with Tyler Oliveira. Did I pronounce that right?
That's right. Thanks for having me, man.
He's a young documentary filmmaker. He's making waves currently. There's a green apple in my mouth. It sounds like the guy's got a green apple in his mouth. Guys, we're here with Tyler Oliveira. He's on Twitter right now. He's blowing up. Tell us about this India trip. What's going on?
Well, let's start from the beginning. So, about a year ago, I saw a video on Twitter. It's a pretty infamous low-res video of a bunch of Indians throwing these spheres of poop in the air, flying, almost like a war scene. We saw this, we looked up India Poop Throwing Festival. What is this? Basically trying to figure out what it was. Every year in this remote village in South India, they have this celebration called Goraba, where over the course of 6 months, they collect cow poop, store it in the village in various mounds, little mountains of cow poop. At the end of Diwali, they have this cow poop ready to be used as ammunition for this sort of war scenario.
It's like a food fight.
Exactly.
It's play. It's
playful.
It's primal play.
It is.
The way our ancestors used to play.
Exactly. And they're like planning the whole year around this celebration almost. So there's this god, Bireshwara Swami.
I'm familiar.
I'm butchering this. But he is a manifestation of Shiva, the god of destruction and regeneration. Stay with me. This god was born from cow dung, cow poop, as the legends say. So he was born from this pile of cow poop, and they worship this god. And in order to recreate his birthing ritual, apparently, they have all this poop stored and ready to smear themselves in it and throw it at each other at the end of the year, basically, or at the end of Diwali, after Diwali.
They're saving all the shit from the cows.
Stockpiling, literally.
Okay.
Yeah, throwing
For
fast.
a big shit fight.
Correct.
Okay.
So we didn't know if this was even happening this year. We booked the flights like 8 months in advance. We flew in there with my translator, Vivek.
Nice
very
guy.
common name. Yeah, great guy.
Yeah.
And he linked us up with another guy named Simon. Simon speaks the dialect local to this area. The tongue is called Kannada. Not the country.
That's funny.
But the dialect is called Kannada, ironically, right? So we have Simon and Vivek. We go into this village. Apparently Simon's from this village. He's celebrated the festival. It's happening this year. We confirm it the day before. We come back the next day. I put on a hazmat suit and some goggles. I go out there with the intention of basically filming from the outside.
You didn't film from the outside.
No,
you didn't.
We got
I
balls
saw.
deep. Yeah, we were in it.
You were in
By we, I mean myself.
Right.
It was just me. My cameraman was throwing up in the car, flying the drone.
Was he throwing up?
Yeah, he was throwing up. He was pretty weak stomach.
Yeah.
So I brought him to India 2.5 years earlier, and he was just throwing up left and right. He's a very weak stomach.
You've been to India twice?
Twice.
What was the first time for?
So the first time we went to the world's largest slum, and then we went to the most polluted city in the world at the time, which was the capital of India, New Delhi. During that trip, I got 4 types of salmonella, and we only ate from 5-star hotels.
Oh,
and we learned that the food we were eating from, which was mostly boiled eggs, the chicken was right next to a mountain of trash. So the supply chain was poisoned.
Oh, man.
So we got what you call deli belly.
Deli belly.
Deli belly. And my cameraman got really sick, and we called the trip short, actually, and just went home about 2 weeks. You know that guy?
No.
He's a major shareholder in 7-Eleven, I believe. He is a mansion 30 stories high in the middle of, right next door to one of the largest slums in the world, or largest slum in India. Almost to spit in the face of these poor people. It's kind of sad. His son had a massive wedding. The Kardashians were there. They were paid a bunch of money to make an appearance, from my understanding. So this mega celebrity wedding in India. I think Justin Bieber also went there.
This guy seems cool. Maybe you could get some money out of him.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
You should just go move to India, do full time.
I don't think they'll let me back into India, by the way.
Oh, you don't think so?
I believe my visa is officially revoked after this trip.
Okay.
And I haven't tried to find out yet. I'd have to show up and then get turned back.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So I haven't done that yet.
Did you get blowback from this project for real, or was that just a marketing thing?
No, that was for real. It was also a marketing thing. A couple days after posting a little teaser, a minute-long teaser, which is kind of like the climax of the video, just poop flying everywhere, me getting covered in shit, I posted this little teaser, and then I started getting texts. Like, I woke up to texts like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Like, I'm gonna rape your sister. Like, I don't even have a sister, by the way.
Well, in India, that's
I'm
like
gonna fuck her in the pussy.
That's like a common sort of.
Like, what the fuck's going on?
It's just a threat.
Yeah, they give you a sister.
You don't have to have a sister.
I
Right?
know I've heard it before.
I'm like, bro, if I did have a sister, you would not touch her. So I woke up literally to a bunch of texts with Indian area codes on WhatsApp, and then my actual phone number. A lot of Indian Americans, too, I think, were coming after me.
Nice.
Yeah, some tribal loyalty, right? We can talk about that in a second. The long and the short is my phone number was leaked. They said I was a poop cleaner. They put out this goofy little visual graphic on like Indian Twitter of call him, text him, harass him, basically. I'll get the occasional text like, hey, I want you to fucking kill yourself. I'm gonna fucking kill you. And then like, hey man, I love your videos. It's just like a public phone number now.
Nice.
My old address, I grew up in my family home. It was ironically sold to Indians. That address got leaked.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so the address leaked by a bunch of Indian hyper-nationalists is a home now owned by Indian Americans.
That's funny.
That's some irony to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad's like business got Google review bombed. They took him off Google reviews.
Nice.
So they're coming after the whole family, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, my mom's concerned.
I love Indians. I have no problem with Indians. I never have.
Yeah, that's basically what
Okay.
Yeah, for the record, I kind of want to go back to India one day, so hopefully this doesn't blow up in my face.
Well, the documentary, it didn't seem like you were trying to paint them or portray them in a negative light at all. It just seemed like you were there sort of showing what was happening. How neutral or not neutral are you in your films?
I think we're pretty neutral. I'll sometimes pop off on Twitter here and there, but I try to separate the documentaries a little bit from my personal opinion for the most part. This video was treated with the utmost respect, in my opinion, for what it is, right?
I thought so too.
And here's the thing, these guys are chill. Like,
Yeah.
you can see the smiles on their face. They're hoisting me through the shit. Like, they're really hospitable guys.
They look nice and like they're really happy. I mean, the one thing is that there were like about 2 or 3 women in the whole video.
I was gonna bring that up. You'll notice it's only shirtless men in there.
Right.
So the women have the dishonor of not being able to play in the poop.
But even before the poopy play, like just walking around the village, there were not any women walking around the village.
They were actually collecting a lot of the shit for the festival.
Oh, okay.
They're doing some of the dirty work without the
So they're
pleasure of
behind
being
the
able to
scenes,
participate.
getting their hands dirty, doing.
Yes, the logistics
Yeah,
required to put the show on, if you will. So, I mean, look at those mounds, though. That's the accumulation of 6 months worth of cow poop from only
Every
about...
household is saving their cow shit in their backyard, and then on the day, is it the day of that they get transported in tractors and stuff?
Yeah, day of, a bunch of tractors come in.
How high was the final?
Man, I don't know if it was that high. We're talking maybe probably knee deep I got sucked into once I got in there, but it was pretty wide, like the
Yeah.
whole little town center right next to the temple. And they were unloading mounds upon mounds of this poop. So you'll see right there, that's just one pile. That's pretty big. That's like 4 or 5 feet tall. Keep in mind, though, there's also like a Junior Olympics for the kids. So the kids have their own little poop fest for themselves where they'll be throwing poop at each other. Some of these kids, I feel bad. They're
alternate
just like
universe.
saddened by the whole thing. They're just getting shit on, literally just like hit in the back. One kid gets hit and then all of them just target one of the kids. Okay, that right there is where they clean themselves. It's the Stillwater Pond off the side of the street. I'm gonna let you digest this for a minute here because there's a lot to break down. But
Yeah, I want to digest a lot of this.
fair disclaimer to India, Vivek didn't even know about this event. So he's from North India. He's from New Delhi in the north. Big city, big capital city, most polluted city in the world. He had no clue this existed. So fair disclaimer to all the Indians out there mad at me. I know not all of you knew about this place or this festival in the first place.
Don't kill Tyler.
Please do not kill me. I'm a good guy with an even bigger heart. I really just wanted to immerse myself in the festival.
I remember at the end of the video, you came out barefoot too. You had no shoes
Yeah.
on in that poop pile. That was the most brutal aspect, the most brutal detail.
That was against my will.
They
I
took your
had a
shoes
pair
off?
of disposable shoes I selected for the event, ready to trash them. He said shoes have to come off.
Oh, you need
He said shoes off, man.
You might track in mud.
Yeah, that'd be terrible, right?
How did you get finally clean before getting on your airplane or whatever?
Yeah, it was pretty depressing actually. So they had a faucet in the village. I just scrubbed my face red to get all the poop off my actual face and mouth, which was pretty nasty. Yeah, so they fed me water. They gave me water. They were very hospitable in that sense, but I liquefied the shit in my teeth and drank it unknowingly.
Did it taste?
Mike.
I mean, how would you imagine shit tastes like how it smells? That's what I would say, right?
We had someone that drank pee.
I listened in on that, yeah.
Don't disrespect John Otto.
No, I watched that episode. He seems like a very interesting guy.
Nice guy.
Yeah, check him out at pptaste.com.
Poop tastes like how it smells. Keep in mind, though, the cows, you would hope, are only eating grass. But the reality is they're not. While they're worshipped almost like godlike beings, you'll see them oftentimes just eating trash off the side of the street. So, you know the term holy cow. Obviously, it originates from India.
Oh my
This is
God.
obvious for most.
I never made the connection.
I knew that cows were holy. I didn't know that's where the
Holy
term
cow, holy
originated
shit.
from.
There you go. So there's this reverence for cows, right, in India. This is what Vivek was telling me. The best place in the world to be born a cow is India. But you'll often see them roving through trash, eating out of trash piles. So I don't think they're properly fed or given proper nutrition or that sort of thing.
They're not reverent enough.
Perhaps not. Where do we want to go with this poop discussion? The rabbit hole goes deep, Sam. I'm going to be honest. The rabbit hole goes really deep.
Does it go deeper? What else is there?
There's demons.
There's a
and
lot
stuff,
of dimensions to this if you want to explore it. Are you ready?
Okay.
All right. Leading up to this festival, first and foremost, I met a guy, a very nice villager, who told me if you consume cow poop in small amounts, it serves as cancer prevention. So he picked up some raw poop off the ground, formed it into a ball, took a little piece, and ate it right then and there. If you've ever been to Baskin Robbins, it's almost like what they give with those small spoons.
He was all out of pink spoons.
Exactly.
I'll take the rocky road, actually. This tastes like shit.
So what you'll notice is he's unaffected by that amount of poop in his mouth.
He's got a gold bracelet.
There is impressive
That's a
levels of
Rolex.
resilience. They're pretty apathetic to the overall smell in there, and it was bad. I'm pretty nose blind, but damn. I used my cameraman as a litmus test for the strength of his scent. He's super nose sensitive, and he was just throwing up the whole time.
Okay.
They threw a bunch of poop on his back, and he was throwing up. So he was in a yellow hazmat suit. He just danced away, went in the car, threw up, and just commiserated alone. This poop. Do we want to go down
It
the poop
cures
rabbit hole?
cancer.
Yes.
If you eat it.
So,
Duh.
Every day.
of course, right?
Duh.
Daily thing.
There's more than just eating it.
What else?
So when I say poop, assume it's cow poop for all of this, by the way.
Yeah.
There's cow poop toothpaste, if you look that up.
Is that
During
just used in the village or is that all over India? Where do they use the cow poop toothpaste?
It depends how much of a religious zealot you are, from my understanding. It's not like you'll see everyone brushing their teeth with cow poop toothpaste. It's nothing like that, but it is seen as this sort of sanctifying and purifying substance.
Yeah.
As panacea, right? This medicinal cure-all.
Grab a handful, guys.
If you look up gomutra, it's the Sanskrit term for cow urine. It's also used as a sort of cure-all medicinal powerhouse. You drink some of this, you'll cure any internal illnesses you have.
Now that I can actually kind of believe in. Oh, they got it. It comes in a bottle?
Yeah, man, this is industrial.
Fuck. But it comes in like a sport bottle, too. Where's the...
That's the
Like it's
A2
Gatorade or something.
Sure. There's another substance that's used in holy rituals. It's a combination of curd, milk, cow urine, and cow poop. And this has holy powers, apparently.
We got to rush through this because it's making me sick.
Yeah.
Oh, really? You're weak stomach like
I
that?
know this is disgusting. What else do they do? Let's bullet point.
Something
Okay,
cool.
so during COVID-19, they were rubbing themselves in cow poop to cure. I mean, when I say they, this is not all of India, once again, but many rural Indians were rubbing themselves in cow poop to cure themselves of COVID-19.
Yep.
Doctors at the time were like, don't do this, because obviously you're not going to cure COVID-19 by rubbing yourselves in cow poop.
Yeah.
But a lot of the rural villagers were doing that.
Okay.
In addition to that, that's just kind of a one-off COVID phenomenon, fun fact.
Yeah, that was a trend.
Yeah, it's just a trend, like those Tide Pods or whatever, right? In addition to that, it's historically been used as an insulating element inside the homes. So they'll rub the inside of the walls with the cow poop to insulate the homes and to ward off insects.
Doesn't that attract insects?
This is real.
Don't flies like poop?
See, that's what I was thinking, right? The only instance I've seen flies just come out of thin air is when they attract themselves to poop, right? But in this case, they're telling me it's insect repellent.
You say poop in a funny way.
You poop.
Poop?
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I got starstruck because I watched the documentary and the way you said poop.
Yeah.
Poop. And you said it in person. I was like, that's the guy. That's the guy.
That's the guy, yeah. Hopefully this isn't the legacy. Cow dung, not cow poop. Cow dung. Cow dung, not cow poop. The Indian nationalists were very upset with me when I used the word poop instead of dung. My argument is they're synonyms, they're interchangeable, which they are, for the record. But anyways, they were coming after me, and then they got community noted. They said cow dung is in fact poop. And that was
Nice.
end of discussion.
Blam.
Boom.
To be fair, dung has a more of an academic smack to it.
This isn't academia, Sam.
Well, we're talking about someone's culture that we should be respectful of.
So in 2020, the Department of Science and Technology in India was lobbying to research the medical benefits of cow dung in the medicinal field. You can look this up. However, several doctors signed a petition basically arguing to not pursue this research.
Wait,
and
here's the headquarters, by the way, of the Science and Technology.
Yo, come on, man. They're doctors and engineers. Slow down.
It's like a Dr. Seuss world. They smear the poop on the walls. They eat the
Dr.
poop.
Seuss, that is a funny way to think about it.
It's bizarre.
Zippity zoop, I'm wiping some poop.
So obviously not every Indian's doing this, right?
Is that obvious? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
Sam,
know.
you're going to get me killed, man. You're going to turn me into a martyr, brother.
Okay.
I don't know if this balances it out, but I asked,
Okay, that's the yeah. That's
what
one of the
are the
headlines.
what are the India like American equivalents? Because this is a small
Okay, sure.
area.
We'll play this game. All right, this is a false conflation, but a false equivalency.
Somebody
So-
said Woodstock '94, but that's mud.
Oh, okay. There's two things we got to break down. So, an Indian nationalist that I believe participated in my doxing. Whatever, cow dung believers will disagree with me on this, but disclaimer for your audience, so you don't get terminated off of YouTube: do not consume cow poop. And diseases such as, but not limited to, E. coli, Salmonella, Giardia, Cryptosporidium.
Sounds like a crypto token.
It's like, that sounds fun, that one.
Point being, a lot of bacteria in this cow poop. I do not suggest consuming it, but I'm not a doctor. So some of the Indian nationalists were conflating this cow poop throwing festival to Woodstock, in which Woodstock attendees unknowingly rolled around in what they thought was mud. The difference here, though, is these attendees know it is, in fact, cow poop, and they are willingly smearing it on themselves and throwing it at one another.
Aha. Okay, so the Indians are trying to make the argument that other cultures engage in similar behavior.
Correct.
Okay.
There's a secondary example, though, you should be aware of.
Okay.
The Wisconsin Cow Chip Throwing Festival. So a cow chip apparently is a super dried up thing of cow dung you'd find on the ground, cow poop. And they have a contest every year in Wisconsin somewhere where they apparently see who can throw it the farthest. So they were trying to create a bit of a false equivalency, in my opinion,
Okay.
between smearing yourself and that's the festival. Like, it's, come on now.
Not enough poop.
Looks like a burger.
And they make like a Rice Krispie treat covered in chocolate.
Yeah, it looks nice. It looks like a coconut. Now, this is a nice poop festival. You can bring your family to one of these.
This is America.
Now, this is the kind of poop that I want to be playing with. This is where I want to go to play with poop.
Exactly.
Everybody's smiling, having a good time.
Those are the cow chips, right? She's chucking it. She's like shot putting it right there.
Yep.
It's called shit pudding.
Shit pudding? There we go. He's awake.
Just a chip.
What was the first example?
Bag of chips.
Woodstock.
Woodstock.
A stinky
So
black person.
Comparing Indians to a bunch of people on drugs.
Why are you laughing, Ryan?
I'm not.
All right, let's slow down. Not only that, or not even that, rather. They were comparing Woodstock, where a bunch of attendees thought they were derping around in mud,
Yeah. Because they were high.
The sewage was leaking from the porta potties apparently into this mud, and it was raining, and it was nasty, and they were getting all dirty. We're covered in mud. In reality, it was poop.
There was a tremendous smell. It was a horrible, rancid odor rising from all this muddy debris that had been left behind. I mean, and it went on for acres and acres.
One was duped, the other knowingly immersed themselves in the cow poop.
They embrace it.
It's an important difference to make.
Those people are disgusting too. They should be wiped off as well.
The Woodstock attendees?
Yeah.
Those are the people probably fighting against building more housing in America right now. Not in my backyard. They don't want more houses built. They're fighting for their pension right now. They want us to suffer. You're 40 years old?
I'm 28, but what was I saying right? Oh.
Well, I guess there's a generational difference, right? You're gearing up for retirement. I'm just
I'm
starting
a
out.
Zoomer, man. I don't know what you're talking about. Getting ready for retirement. I'm totally broke. What are you talking about?
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I could retire tomorrow.
So we were talking about Lakshmi earlier. So there's another goddess, the consort of Vishnu. I'm
Like
definitely gonna
superhero.
get killed, man. All right, so Vishnu's like #1 god from my understanding in Hinduism.
Yeah.
Is he the blue one?
He's the #1 god.
He's the #1 god, the #1 guy.
That'd be a
He's
good
the
title
goat,
for
all right?
me.
That is Lakshmi.
Just sort of the sexual. Is
No.
there a sexual?
No.
Does consort mean sex?
No.
What does consort mean?
means like wife or partner. I
So
don't
it's
know.
a sex thing.
Perhaps.
Okay.
We haven't explored that
So
deeply.
Lakshmi, she's got 4 hands. Well, okay.
I'm gonna explain it to you. You have an open mind?
If you're in seriousness, no, but go ahead.
So part of why they smear some of the cow dung inside their homes, cow poop, cow dung,
Yeah.
cow poop. Part of why they smear some of the cow poop inside their homes is because they want to invoke prosperity into their lives, all right?
Yeah. That makes sense. Okay.
And this is all of them, right? Including the ones living in America. They smear the poop on the walls,
So quick.
on the furniture.
No comment.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
We haven't talked about Krishna yet. So Krishna is often depicted as the blue-skinned baby or the, you'll pull it up. There's some pretty crazy photos of Krishna. That's good old Lord Krishna right
A
there.
lot of them, most of them AI generated at this point.
Yeah, kind of unfortunate. Google's actually gone really downhill. YouTube, yeah, it's a good spot, but Google.
Krishna tube.
So he's got a
So
flute.
Krishna has a pretty strong relationship with cows, apparently.
Yeah.
Krishna is the manifestation and avatar of Vishnu, apparently. Keep in mind, Vishnu is the all-powerful cosmic protectorate of the universe. Krishna has a strong relationship with cows. Cows are seen as this benevolent, generous, almighty organism almost, from my understanding, that they revere. Long story short, one of their main gods has this strong relationship with the cows. Cows provide the milk, butter, all the good stuff we need, and occasionally cow dung for celebrations like Goraba.
It's quite a leap to go from, they give us milk and they give us meat, the poop.
Oh, we haven't talked about the healing properties of the poop when applied to the skin. It's an important thing you brought up.
Okay.
Maybe we could change it up a little bit.
Maybe.
Guys, how are we paying for all this?
Advertising.
Your money, your attention going here when we return.
Magnesium glycinate. What is it? It's fucking poison!
People were saying, oh, I didn't know this was real. Thought it was fake.
People thought it was a fake product.
Everything is made in the United States. That's where I like my drink to be made.
So for those like 6 people,
This is a real product that you can buy. Sport drink. It's not a joke product. No. Listen to me. There were a few people that were confused. They thought this was a joke. It's not a joke. This is sport drink.
Sport drink.
This is a good product. We use this. We know the guys that make this. They did their research putting it together. It has sugar in it because your body needs sugar. If you don't have sugar, you will die. If you want to replace your nasty toxic energy drink, you get this one. It's good. It's not a joke product. This is a good point right here. Packed in steel cans with no plastic lining. Me likey, okay? When you buy Gatorade, they're pouring superheated fluid into a plastic bottle. What do you think that does? Well, it turns your testicles into two McDonald's play pit balls. Useless. Go to sportdrink.com/SamHyde for 10% off all orders store-wide. Sportdrink.com/SamHyde.
Sport Drink is an athletic electrolyte drink powder and is proudly handmade in the United States. We use real sugar, real fruit, clean salt, and toxin-free ingredients. It provides the exact ratio needed to prepare and refuel the body. Try it and observe the power of Sport Drink.
All right, guys, welcome back. That was a pretty sweet ad break. I want more. Here's another ad break.
If you're up at 2 or 3 in the morning, staring into a screen, exhausted but still scrolling, that was me. That's what I felt like. I tried melatonin, cutting screens off early. None of it really fixed the problem. The issue is your phone and laptop are blasting blue light into your eyes at midnight. Your brain thinks it's daytime. Your stupid brain thinks it's daytime. Your brain is wrong. It's midnight. Block! 24th glasses block that light. So your body can shift into overdrive and get amped up for bedtime. And you can get freaking worked up into a tizzy before slizzy, snaw, shoo. I need to sleep. The red lenses are for night and block a simple all night. Right now, when you go to 24th.com/SamHyde, you're gonna get 25% off all orders, which means you can buy out their store and resell it on eBay for profit. Don't tell them I said that.
This is the site.
Is their site? You'll fall asleep faster because your brain is not being blasted with artificial daylight at midnight, and you wake up clear-headed and actually functional for once. No more problems for me.
Guys, welcome back from your second ad break. Do you want a third? Here you go!
The entirety of Western medicine is over. That's right. Black Forest Supplements has created the first ever high Flavanol cocoa powder. This is stem cell fuel, and it tastes amazing. And guess who's ahead of the curve on this? Rogan. He's been talking about this for years. Just watch. Are you allowed to use a celebrity in your? Chris, can you look up? Can I use a clip of Joe to sell my product? Using a clip of Joe Rogan without explicit permission is a major copyright infringement risk. They want to risk a lawsuit from Joe Rogan. Now that's a product I can get behind. If you feel old, slow, or just off, lazy stem cells might be why. But here's the crazy part. Most stem cell therapies are illegal here in the United States. We can't depend on big pharma or processed junk to protect our health. It just doesn't work. Imagine going to a doctor and saying, I want stem cells. Probably tell you you're better off eating your boogers. You ever use tweezers to pick your nose, get in deep in that bitch, and get a deep booger? You a crackpot? What did he do? He spilled the gum? He dropped flossers? Big no-no. Don't film them. Black Forest just launched their President's Day Deal of the Year. Buy one, get one free store-wide, even on their best-selling cocoa formula.
Available for 38 hours only, and it's the absolute best offer you'll see. Grab the amazing Black Friday deal while it lasts and take control of your health.
Get the cocoa and get cool. Get the cocoa
Welcome back from your third ad break. That was pretty cool. How about a fourth, big guy? Boom!
John, this red light stuff, I hear people raving about it. What's the big idea? What's it all about? Tell me the science.
I'm going to start with some things that are more common: anti-aging, acne, scars, rosacea, hair growth, sun damage, wrinkles and fine lines, droopy eyelids, under eye circles, broken capillaries, pain relief, wound healing, injury healing, muscle building, athletic performance, post-recovery workout, mental stamina, cognitive performance. I could continue forever. Lung cancer, breast cancer, stomach cancer, colorectal cancer, prostate cancer, oral cancer, head and neck cancer, brain cancer, cervical cancer, skin cancer, esophageal cancer, gastric cancer, bladder cancer, anal cancer, liver cancer. So there's so many different conditions that are proven in studies to be effective. And it's funny, you know, that red light for the eyes, because it activates nitric oxide signaling, that's the same reason why it works well for erectile dysfunction. Just thought I'd throw that one in there. Not pointing you out and saying that you have it, but not saying that you don't have it either.
John, I get the hypotheticals. Tell me, how does it all work?
Therapy works because it's activating stem cells. And so this study here was looking at photobiomodulation and how it affects mesenchymal stem cells, which is what we have circulating in our body that mature into normal healthy cells. It's what allows our body to turn over and regenerate and actually replace our own organs. As I show studies on like thyroid disease, I can show you what happens is that because the thyroid now is receiving light, it can use that energy to now produce thyroid hormones. So that was something that you having to take medication for. And in certain studies, one in particular showed close to 40% of the participants just over a 5-week period then they stopped taking medication and they were chronic autoimmune thyroiditis patients.
John, this grow light's pretty good. This grow light works really good.
It is like a grow light.
We've been growing some gnarly weed, bro. Woo! You smell my breath? Does my breath stink, John?
I know it smells good, I can tell. Red light might be able to help with bad breath. Let me double check that in the studies. But
well, when I do the red light, I go like this.
I actually do that.
For 20 minutes. You actually do that?
A little bit, because I want to get it in my gums.
John, tell us about the best studies that are out there for various conditions.
So I'm glad you asked about the studies because
Holy shit, John.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool data.
It was about 70 times better at improving thyroid hormone balance and 15 times better at reducing medication needs. Before and after with lymphoma, it's a complete response, which means they went into remission.
I don't know anything about the red light. I've been using it for years, and I can tell there's a difference. We had some other brand. I know that this shit is all made in China, but your lights are high quality, and we have 4 of them now that we're running all day. So thank you.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, you're welcome. That's great.
Yeah. The only things that work, all this health crap, vitamin D, TRT, red light therapy, and sauna. Those are the ones you gotta hit. And McDonald's.
We've gone into the benefits of red light, and you or a loved one may be suffering with something that you kind of thought that was kind of your lot in life, but I'm telling you that there are answers and you deserve to have these answers. I've seen countless people recover from countless conditions, and it's almost unbelievable. I've seen mid-90-year-olds get their eyesight back after not having it for close to a decade and being able to read again even within 24 hours. Watch this happen. It's actually in clinical study, so it's not a shock for me now, even though it's kind of a shock when it started happening to me. I saw a woman, Dee, that used a few $100 product, literally like $300, a product that was so accessible. She had a 9 out of 10 pain score. She ended up putting her $500 in faster. She reclaimed that job income. Once she returned to zero, she got a 0 out of 10 pain score using this red light therapy that we provided with her life, and I was just really touched by that because it really cost her nothing. What it did do is it reclaimed this massive income for her. And so what sets our devices apart, and the reason why we get these results is because
the 9-month proven wavelengths here, the 485, 96, 60, 67, 88, 15, 60, so the oldie wavelengths we're using the highest density radiance, which is.
And what we've done is all you have to do is go to takeredlife.com, use the code HYDE25 and HYDE30, HYDE 25 for single items and HYDE30 for bundled items.
John, thank you so much. It's really killer, man. Good presentation, bro. Poundsky. John, you're the man. We like you a lot, man.
Bro, I appreciate it.
Thank you for your support.
Thanks so much.
That was a good ad. I like that one. Do we want a fifth?
Yeah.
MyPillow is excited to announce they're having their biggest 3-in-1 sale ever with a limited edition product, a back-in-stock special, and an overstock deal you won't find anywhere else.
Yo, is that coffee?
Yeah, crack it open there, brother. There you go. Did you forget the My Slippers, Valentine? What are you, crazy?
I don't know where they're at.
Guys, my slippers,
They're wearing them.
$39.98. Any color, any style. Are you telling me you're too cool for a pair of slippers? You're too cool to be cozy in your own house? That's pathetic, all right? That's truly pathetic. If you're too cool to wear slippy slips in your house, I'm a big bad guy. I'm on Discord. You should see my Twitter replies. I got these reply guys, and you're too cool for some slippy slips? Come on. The slippers are regularly $149.
Oh, shit.
But they've been marked down to $39.98. Now, that doesn't make sense, but you are saving $110. Once they're gone for good. My towels, towels that work. I've always had problems with towels. Every towel I tried felt lotiony and soft, but didn't dry me well. I started asking around, and everybody seemed to have the same problem. Made in India. That's not a joke. Let's feel them. Are these good towels? We're gonna feel them. Now that is a nice towel right there.
Ooh.
That's actually a good towel. You wanna feel that?
What kind of cotton is that?
You can tell it's Indian cotton. My towels are finally back in stock, but not for long, dipshit. Get a 6-piece My Towel set, regularly $70. Now it's only $39.98. And for the first time ever, get their limited edition premium MyPillows made with Giza cotton. This is Giza Dreams, 100% Giza. It's certified Egyptian cotton. That's why they call it Giza. Guaranteed the most comfortable sheets. Oh, these are the sheets. Hold on a second. Oh, that's a soft pillow. Is the MyPillow guy dead?
No, he's alive.
Okay.
Damn.
And these are made in the USA, okay? Listen, here's the thing. When your order's over $100, you get free shipping plus $100 in free digital gifts, like the MyPillow guy's album.
I have his book. From when I bought one pillow, he gave me a book. It's got a holographic cover.
Oh,
where
it's a real thing.
Yeah. Where one part of the hologram, if you shift it this way, it's him as a crackhead like this.
No,
like
it's not.
a mugshot, and then you shift it. It's
No.
him
Is that real?
Yes.
My memoir will not only speak to entrepreneurs and those struggling with addiction, but also to anyone looking for hope.
Yo.
I got a MyPillow thing.
He's got a mugshot?
Mugshot holographic.
From what? He used to be he has like a Tim Allen type story.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. From Crack to Christ to MyPillow. And
I heard his pillows are criminally soft.
Hey. Guys, go to mypillow.com or call 800-918-6193 and use promo code HYDE. Use your promo code for the best offers ever. Quantities are extremely limited, so act now. What else do you do on your YouTube channel? Can we pull up Tyler's YouTube channel and check it out?
I do a lot. There's a broad range of topics we cover, sometimes political, sometimes cultural, like Garaba. I went to the island a couple years ago.
You went to Epstein Island?
Okay, not for nasty shit. After the fact, we went there. We trespassed, allegedly. Yeah. And they were repainting the whole thing, and it transferred ownership to a new billionaire.
Whoa.
Yeah.
How was the climate?
My biggest observation was there was a ton of people out there chilling in the water, very visible to see what would be going on the island, if anything.
Really?
That was my take. Yes, we just rented jet skis. It's not far away from a bunch of people recreationally hanging out in yachts. And there's security on there. It's not impossible to get to. It's not hidden away in the ocean. It's not as remote as you would think, which begs the question, how many people saw what might have been going down there?
Yeah.
Well, is it like underground? Like, it's so visible from afar, and there's plenty of boats not too far away from it. Like, look at that. Look how close it is to shore, though.
I did not picture it like that. I thought it was in the middle of the ocean.
Trippy, right?
You didn't see inside that little temple then?
No, they sealed it off.
Whoa.
But it really is not that difficult to get to. That's what's so odd about the whole thing.
Did it feel like you had 5 stars in Grand Theft Auto the whole time you were walking?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trolling a bit with the finger to the a little tongue-in-cheek there. But look at how close you are to the coast.
Was your heart racing?
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah, it's spooky, but also this is after he killed himself, right? So just an island.
I remember when they had the drone footage recording the FBI raiding the building, and they were putting up pizza boxes on the window to obscure the drone from recording what they were taking out of there.
Okay, so we did get interference. As I say that, the drone's flying. I mean, my guy said the drone was tweaking out, but the shots looked good to me, so I don't know what he was on about, yeah. Lately, as a sort of sporting pastime, we've been sort of humiliating scammers.
I saw this.
Yeah.
To explain, if you haven't seen this, Tyler goes around, what is this, Europe?
Yeah, I mean, to be frank, Europe is the only place we've really done it because we can not end up in jail after doing it.
These are street scammers stealing from tourists, essentially, and Tyler and his crew, this is badass. This is like real life, just wacky playground hijinks. I don't know, this looks like fun. When was the last time you had this much fun? The playground in middle school? This is so awesome. You get to legally beat people up and spray them with fart cannons.
Hey, all that you witnessed was self-defense, Sam.
So Tyler's going around uncovering scammers and then spraying them with fart juice.
Yeah, so this guy you saw on screen here, his name's Christian. He calls himself the King. He's this dude from the DRC, the Congo.
Yeah.
He pulled up to France.
He looks scary.
The King's a friend. He's an ally. He got beaten up by the gypsy scammers in Paris for calling them out. He got his ass whooped, and he's a big dude. So we came in with...
It's time for actual street battle here.
Yeah, no, it got pretty nasty.
Yeah.
I showed up there with Fred, as you can see on screen. He couldn't make it into the podcast because... I don't know are we including the fact that he got deported?
He got deported?
He already said that on Twitter. Fred got deported. He was supposed to be here side by side.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a...
What happened?
There's a fax.
That's not a fax sound. A real fax would take so much longer.
You got a fax, nice.
The network regrets to inform you that Fred was detained at the Boston airport. His phone was confiscated, and he was sent back to jolly old England.
I thought England was bad, damn. So Fred got deported.
Yeah. That's honestly the most disturbing part of the whole, everything we're talking about is that the Boston police asked him about me being a neo-Nazi. But it's disturbing that the Boston police are messing with people to that extent, taking phones. Very upsetting. Because this stuff is supposed to happen in other countries.
It's supposed to happen in England.
It's supposed to happen in England where Fred's from. It's supposed to happen to him, not me.
They're asking him about the guns. It's like, yeah, I'm in the place. You have the guns. You're the gun place.
Yeah.
So you can't be honest with airport security.
You're supposed to say, I'm here for vacation.
I'm visiting my
here to hang
grandma.
out.
Is he Charlie Veitch's bodyguard?
Correct.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he's been all over recently.
Yeah.
We went to Paris a few months earlier, and my cameraman got jumped by African Eiffel Tower salesmen. So they were running after me. I run away. My cameraman's in the distance holding an iPhone. They spot him, and they beat him. So we wanted to come back to Paris to see if we could see these guys again. But when we came back, there were even more African street salesmen.
Yeah.
Almost mitoting, populating out of thin air.
Yeah.
Their numbers had increased. So we ended up in a bit of a conflict.
Did you say mitoting?
I did.
What's that mean?
Well, mitosis is the process of cell division and reproduction, right? Just splits. Yeah. Like almost spawning out of thin air is the idea I'm trying to convey. Almost, right?
Yeah. Because they're dirty and black.
I hate that you said African Eiffel Tower salesman, and I did not even hesitate to know what you meant.
Yeah, because you'll see them in every major European city. If you go to New York, you'll see a strain of it as well.
An entire Eiffel Tower keychain.
Yeah, so apparently they buy those Eiffel Towers in bulk from Chinese wholesalers and then go out in the streets and try to make as much money as possible. So what's crazy, though, is a lot of these guys are from Senegal. Senegal is one of the most stable countries in Africa. So when they show up here, there's no legitimate means of asylum or refugee claim they have, right? So they show up here, but keep in mind every dollar they make in Paris, and if they can get a fraction of that back home, that's a great day.
But they have overseers you mentioned earlier.
They're pimps?
I think we're giving them a little bit too much credit, a little bit too much of a victim narrative, actually. So I mentioned that idea. I think that's the case for some of these guys. Some of them do have a pimp, if you will. There's stories of like passports being withheld by sort of mob boss characters. But I
meant
think
more sort of like a war chief type.
Oh, for sure. They all have war chiefs.
They got war chiefs. Okay.
Exactly.
It's like how the Korean handjob parlors have a mama-san.
Mama-san?
That's what they call it.
Holy smokes.
Are you familiar with the service known as... We probably can't mention this on YouTube, actually.
Yeah, we can't mention this on this show.
I think it's called Rub Maps.
Does it look like a Disney World map or something?
It's a heat map for hand jobs.
Don't tell Valentine about this type of shit.
He's an innocent.
You said the Africans were, essentially their pimps were gypsies.
No, I think that's a miscommunication.
That was so fun. That was such a fun little narrative.
Yeah, that's a pretty narrative. That's fiction, though. It's not fact. That's just not real. So I think I'm just going to be straight up. A lot of these guys just want to make more money. They show up here. They think it's the easy way out. I think a lot of them know it's going to be a shit show, They don't realize to what degree it ends up being a shit show. So I think it ends up being 5 or 6 of these guys live in an apartment. They go out, try to pressure people into buying a crappy Eiffel Tower artifact they don't need for an exorbitant price relative to how shitty it is.
I imagine the goal would be to become like a real Frenchman. They get like a striped shirt and like a beret and they're eating baguettes and stuff.
That's what they're thinking.
Full integration.
They're always stripped out in the like Barcelona jerseys and the snapbacks, and they lean into the sort of, some of them actually, a lot of them will lean into this tribal attire where they have, I kid you not, it sounds like I'm making this up, but like an African tribal attire, and they walk up to you. This is mostly the guys who put the bracelets on you. They'll be like, Hakuna Matata means friendship. You're like, okay, sweet, thanks, bro. You have a bracelet on you. And they'll be like, no, come back for my family. You'd be like, what do you mean? You'd be like, I have baby and wife at home. And I'm at the point where I'm like, why aren't you there with your wife and kid, right?
Just spray him with fart gas in the face.
Right in the eyes.
No, that's...
Fuck your family.
I'm like, okay, if you got a kid, you got a pregnant wife.
Yo, fuck your black ass family.
No, we have like a little therapeutic talk. I'm like, hey man, so why aren't you back home with the wife and kids, right? Like, what's so good about Paris? Fuck Paris, no offense. I mean, it's a cool place or whatever, but never catch me living there. Point being, man, what do you got going on in Paris? Why are you here, bro? And they're like, I got wife and kid at home. I'm like, all right, why don't you go home with the wife and kid? I need money. I'm like, all right, dog, well, I'm not giving you any money. And then sometimes if you disrespect them enough, or if you call them out on their scams, they'll just posture to begin attacking you, or they'll just attack you. In which case, I hired Fred to serve as my bodyguard to protect me in the inevitable event that someone would, in fact, attack me.
Right.
Which in Barcelona, the video we filmed prior to Paris, a guy takes off his little man purse. He begins to charge towards me, but Fred is already in position to clothesline him. Which he does. Oh man, I felt like I was playing like 4D chess. I was like, Fred, you stay here. I'm gonna go talk to this guy. And just like that, he gets pissed, goes in to attack me.
Secrets of the Millionaire Mindset presents Get Rich Quick. All this could be yours. Give us a call on 434-2255-726. You could be making up to $4,917 per week. Now you can get your copy of Secrets of the Millionaire Mindset for just $19.99 for a limited time only.
Yeah, I was wondering, so as a white American, I'm not the most versed when it comes to gypsies, and so I was wondering a couple of things, like, you know, what race are they? Another thing is, like, you know, should I feel negatively towards gypsies as an entire group? Because from what I've heard, you know, there's a lot of scamming going on, and so then, like, you know, if I should dislike them as a whole group, what kind of dislike is it? I get the feeling it's kind of like Indians, like, you know, stinky, lying, scamming people, stuff like that. So, yeah, that's basically my question is, you know, should I dislike them, and also should I be concerned about them moving to America and coming to America? Thanks.
That's mad funny. He's asking how to be racist.
Yeah, wiki how.
All right, so Tyler, how do we hate these people properly?
I can try to answer. I think he has nothing to be concerned about. I think we're separated by 2 oceans from the nearest gypsy that may be raking in their spoils in Europe as we speak.
Would they just get homesick? Is that why they don't come here?
Well, from my understanding, they're a nomadic tribe of people that originate from northern India like 1,000 years ago and have evolved into their own distinct
Mystery
ethnic group. I don't know. I think they're pretty distinct.
Yeah,
distinctly
North Indian,
gypsy, right?
North Indian and like some
like Romanian and Bosnia. I think you find a lot of them. Eastern Europe, I think.
They're sort of a legendary mythological people.
Have you seen Peaky Blinders?
I watched about 30 seconds of Peaky Blinders before I was like, oh, I'm going to kick the TV if I keep watching this. British people trying to look cool.
I think canonically they're gypsy. They're all gypsies.
That doesn't mean anything to me. Who are they? They're gypsies.
Fun fact.
Where are they from? They're from all over. It doesn't make sense. This is confusing. Can you ask ChatGPT what the fuck are gypsies?
What is a gypsy?
The computer just steals your money? Give me your credit card. I'll show you what a gypsy is.
Well, I think there's some groups of them in California, and instead of pickpocketing,
they call themselves the San Francisco Treat.
How'd they get to Cali? Cargo? They come here in like a cargo
far
box?
and wide, man.
The Mediterranean vibes of the vineyards.
Martha's Vineyard.
Martha's Vineyard, exactly. Good reference.
That was good. You'll see them faking like fake or
Northwestern India. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were just being extra racist on Indians for no reason.
It seems to come back around full circle.
Now this is real, right? Kind of crazy. I mean,
yeah, even Sanskrit and Hindi is like heavily leaning words from Greek. So there's Greek, Romanian.
But they are distinctly gypsies now.
They're a breed. They're sort of a breed of people.
What's the is it Romani? Is that the politically correct term? Is that because Romanians will often get pissed off if you say they're from if you say they're Romanian, despite the fact that many of them live in Romania.
Yeah.
They are Romani people, not Romanians.
Well, we've got subgroups. So we've got the Rome, the Sinti, the Kale. They all have unique dialects and cultures. So it's sort of just a vibe, I guess. Being a gypsy's like a vibe nowadays.
Can you look up if Elvis Presley's a gypsy?
We have 1 million of them here.
He's Hawaiian, right?
What?
American Romani?
Something.
Are you gonna hang out with gypsies next?
Maybe I should go to a McMansion, yeah.
Infiltrate, do a little documentary.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
There's a card stack of gypsy facts that are pretty funny.
Cool gypsy facts. They are known to eat hedgehogs.
What the?
I don't believe this.
I don't believe that. Can you look that up?
Sure.
That's so sad.
I don't trust the writing team anymore.
These guys are crackpots.
Yeah, these guys are smoking meth right now. Shit.
Have a documented tradition of eating hedgehogs. That's motherfucking disgusting. I would rather throw cow shit than eat a motherfucking hedgehog. That's disgusting.
That was unexpected, yeah.
Totally disturbed. That's fucking inhuman. The shit throwing, I can understand that.
Right.
Let's play devil's advocate for a second here.
Mm-hmm.
Throwing some shit, that's probably fun. If you don't know what germs are, you don't believe in things that are small, that you can't see them, throw some shit.
Yeah.
Okay? Eating a hedgehog is cooked.
God literally made it the most spiky, inedible thing on this earth.
cute.
That is totally bizarre. That's alien shit.
Killing me.
That's so fucked.
That's dark. Now they're cute creatures too. It's
Do you not think a good chef might be able to turn it into something?
No, dude.
yeah. So how do they prepare it exactly?
I don't want to talk about it. The U.S. officially banned gypsies from immigrating in 1885.
Okay, I believe that.
That's great.
They've got their own word for the Holocaust when it happened to them, the porajmos.
Really?
Sounds delicious.
You gotta bleep that on YouTube.
Really?
No. On Gypsy YouTube? On Gypsy YouTube. You do have
Gypsy
to-
tube. So there go. So can you imagine being a gypsy and all the Holocaust movies are being made and like the whole world is like, oh, I can't believe what we did to them. And the gypsies are just like, munching on a hedgehog burger. Yo, motherfucker, yo. Oh. That makes me upset on behalf of Jews.
Yeah.
That makes me want to like defend every Holocaust movie. Are you kidding me? Do you know how many people died how many Jews died in the Holocaust? And you're talking about the porajmos? Fuck you, dude.
Wait, so what happened to the gypsies?
They fucking probably got tickled. Man, I don't know. Who cares? Who gives a shit? They're eating hedgehog burgers. Probably Hitler saw him munching a hedgehog and was like, yo, kill that.
This is
Probably
real.
Mengele saw them eating hedgehogs and got scared, is what happened. He's experimenting. He's learning all about fucking how guts work. He looks over, he sees a Romani eating a hedgehog. He's like, what the fuck? Yo, kill all those. What the fuck is that? Yo!
It was the invention of the word yo, actually.
Yeah.
That was the origin. They also
German.
invented trailer parks, apparently.
The Italian government officially declared Romani to be a national security threat after an Italian woman was raped in one of their camps.
Got less funny towards the end.
Yeah, roughly around the rape part.
Pew Research...
I know them from pickpocketing. I'm being real.
Pew Research determined Italians are the most anti-gypsy population, followed by Romanian. Greece is third place. Gypsy haters. It is by far the most socially acceptable prejudice in Europe, which makes sense. Familiarity breeds contempt, especially if you're, around them when they're selling their... It sounds like a big fresh apple when you bite it.
A hedge, if cooked correctly, yeah.
Sonic rings.
You gotta wonder if they have a Sonic over there, right? Like,
You take a bite, the rings fall out, and then disappear.
So that's why they eat them.
Yeah.
Son of a gun.
Rings?
Yeah, they have a terrible reputation, as you can expect, especially in Europe, though.
Couldn't understand why. In the EU, 50% of gypsies have no job, and 33% have no toilet. You can scare them with a crucifix and a frog.
Is that real?
Crucified frog.
What is the religious belief?
I think they're just dumb.
There's an Al Jazeera article, Portuguese shopkeepers using ceramic frogs to scare away
What?
Roma gypsies.
What's interesting about the gypsies is you'll see a lot of their female pickpockets they send out. They got like a guy pimp oftentimes that will impregnate the woman to give the woman a shield of invincibility, because who's gonna punch a pregnant woman?
Wow.
So you're pregnant, you're out there stealing stuff.
Yeah.
And also, who's gonna suspect the pregnant woman from stealing from you?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like stealing candy with a baby.
Yeah, and some of them will even have a fake pregnant belly.
Oh.
It says here, like mosquitoes, the gypsy women do all the work. The men drop them off.
Yeah, that's real. You'll see that too.
Pimping them as beggars. They wait at stoplights, hold a bucket with a fake obituary of their child, and guilt trip you until you give money.
Okay, you'll see that in California. Stuff like that in like LA.
That's gypsies, apparently.
San Diego. Yeah.
We had a black person do that to us in Chicago. He came up to one of our guys and was like, hey, can I get some money for my dead kid? And then he acted like he had a gun that he was going to pull out.
Dude, how much?
Which he might have had a gun. That was the most physical danger I've ever felt in, was being in Chicago for 10 seconds. Oh, the movie Thinner was actually a flattering portrayal of gypsies. That's a funny one.
Interesting. Okay.
Thinner? You
I
ever
don't know
see
about Thinner. No.
This gypsy lady who curses people by making them eat cursed pies, and you eat the pie and you become so thin that you die of evisceration or whatever, that you die from thinness.
Like a bulimia plot?
Yeah, something like that. It's a bulimia plot, yeah.
Interesting.
And she says, I curse you. You eat your own pie. And I used to say that to my mom when she would talk about her weight.
With your mom?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I think a lot of the witches depicted in Disney movies are...
You eat your own pie. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I mean...
Every Disney plot ever is somehow
I think the witches are often based off of the gypsy physiognomy, if you will. Yeah.
Jews are what gypsies could be, this is an opinion here, if they started reading and thinking and gaining IQ. I don't know about that. That's kind of an awful thing to say.
If you talk to them, they'll often say that they kind of love the thrill of stealing from people.
Is that true?
Once they get caught, yeah, I mean, they get caught over and over and over again. A lot of the European experience out there is catch and release. They'll catch the pickpocket, maybe they're released the same day.
It's like sport fishing. The European police are like sport
yeah,
fishermen.
just throw them back out there. But they love it. They have fun.
Californian gypsies, no less.
Interesting, right?
I can't believe that.
There's an account that hunts them down in California
Drops
on
baby
Instagram.
grand pianos on them.
The Count?
Not quite.
Did you say The Count?
There's an account that
Oh,
would like
I thought you said like
Instagram.
Count. Like
the counts
like
of
a
gypsy
Dracula?
hunters, yeah.
There should be a guy called the Count of California whose job it is just to kill gypsies.
That's awesome.
The Count, and he's got a cloak. Oh yeah, that guy rules.
We're getting off track here. Let's get back to the cool gypsy facts.
All right.
Which I don't know how factual this is.
Let's hear it.
It says they're allergic to merit, honor, and goodwill. They have sub-lemonade stand entrepreneurship. This is a mean thing to say.
That was harsh.
Gypsy fact, Indians are worse. I don't know if this person's speaking from experience. And after what I've seen today, I don't know where I stand on it. They're technically trads because they're doing the same things they did in the Middle Ages. That's funny. It's like when you play a role-playing game and you pick a thief.
You ever play Skyrim?
Oh, yeah.
You pick locks and...
Oh, that's the best way to play. Maybe they're onto something. The gypsies are probably onto
Yeah, it's like the Guild of Thieves. I mean, it's kind of how they roll. Yeah.
Remember the trees that threw apples at Dorothy and her friends in Wizard of Oz? Yeah, those were gypsies too. Remember the flying monkeys from Wizard of Oz? Remember the pile of melted witch goo? All gypsies. Wow. Bonus fact.
It's mind-blowing.
The people you see playing music on a large speaker in parking lots while obviously pretending to know how to play the violin. Is that a thing?
Oh.
They fake play music?
I saw that in
one I heard
Melbourne.
from somebody.
That's
yes,
funny.
Yeah, there's some fake musicians out there.
That's really
Yeah.
funny.
You'll
That's
see guys
really funny.
totally not strumming it as the music should sound, and they're cosplaying being a musician.
On the topic of Indians, related to blacks that have cognitive dissonance to tune out a smoke detector alarm for not just months, but potentially years or decades,
how much cognitive dissonance do red dot Indians possess if their country, which is the largest open sewer in the world, if they can't afford plumbing, why can't they just dig some outhouse holes on every corner of every street and have the dignity to take a dump in the dirt behind a closed door?
I have an answer potentially.
My comment is that's just hateful, but go ahead.
Well, he posed an interesting practical question at the end, right? Why don't you just dig a giant hole and put your shit in there? It's a pretty reasonable question, right?
Yeah.
You might be asking yourself that in your mind right now.
No, I would just shit on the street, but go ahead.
Okay, so the reason why so many of them apparently shit on the street is because the Dalit, the lowest rung of the caste system, has historically given these people the job of cleaning up shit off the streets. And if you have a latrine, like a hole in your home, dug out a little hole and you put your shit in there, it's seen as unclean and impure. And if you extract that shit out of the hole, then you're unholy and unclean, and you can no longer go to the temple and worship in the same way you would. So historically, they've apparently outsourced the shit cleaning jobs to the lowest rung of their caste system. And now that the caste system's up, they claim it's no longer relevant, no longer has a meaningful role in day-to-day life.
It definitely does.
They're
though,
just
right?
like, I'm gonna go shit in the street.
If you're one of those Indians that's like black as hell, it's not fun, right?
This is a good question, Sam. All I know is, I think there's a saying, it's something like, never ask a woman her weight, a man his income, and an Indian his last name. Because I think the last names indicate you're wrong in the caste system.
Damn.
I think that's real.
Damn.
I'm not sure if they're about the skin tones, though. You must be right, though.
It's got to be. Can you look up Indian
Actually,
hip hop?
you're absolutely right.
Can you go to Indian hip hop? I just want to see that one clip that we like one more time. That's my guy right there. Yeah, turn that up. Got fire on the bottom of the screen.
It's really brown fire.
Oh, yeah.
That might not be fire, Sam.
The Sam Hyde Show.
Speed up your PC is the fast and easy way to upgrade your computer. With the latest tech-boosting features, get ready to revamp your machine and swiftly surf the web with supersonic speed. Stay in control with the built-in ad-blocking technology. For more information, call 434-225-5726.